In April 1994, I was hooded as a postulant. I came back. My mother made this breadfruit. Now it's only her. She has many to sell, but no market. So when I came, I saw the pains in her eyes. I don't know whether a sister can wear the sister clothes, that is a beginner, and sell. So I went and told the superior, please, my mother and is finding it difficult. During this my holiday, can I help her? She looked at me and said, she had never been faced with such a thing, but remove your clothes, go and sell for her. After selling, you can come back. That was what I did. So my mom enjoyed my holiday. I removed the tunic, call it tunic, and hawk for my mom throughout that week. I did my first profession in Umuahia. By then, everybody has accepted it. They sent me to Okigwe to work in a school with a sister that is managing a secondary school. When I went there, the bishop of the Okigwe diocese, Bishop Anthony Ilon, felt that he can confine me. I can imagine at that tender age, he made me his confidential secretary, which I did because for 4 years, the 5th year I was transferred. So being his confidential secretary, that started nurturing me into liking to become a sister, because I'm planning the day I will still leave the sisterhood. But, working with elderly people, seeing the sincerity, I started, convincing myself that maybe I have this calling. And all my achievements in life, I think I'm attributing it to that man. Because every day, he will bless me. Whenever I come in the morning, he will say that it will be well with you. I didn't know, every day, when I finish my work in the evening, he will also bless me. Out of sympathy for the man, I have accepted to go and study secretarial studies so that I will be fit for the job. But when they now removed me, he traveled to Rome. Before he could be back, they have already removed. You have no right to ask why, because we normally take 3 vows of poverty, obedience, and chastity. So I was sent to Umulogo Obo. It was when he came back, in Imo State, still in his diocese. So he has to come there to collect his key and his document. Now, I was sent to a hospital. So mother said, why not write JAMB? I said, mother, I want to write for chemical engineering. He said, no, write for medicine. You're not in the hospital, but if you can make it, you'll now go for chemical engineering. As God will have it, I wrote my JAMB. That was the JAMB of 2001, 2002. I scored 265. I got merit. So getting that admission told me that God wanted me to be a medical doctor. The only thing is, God, how will I overcome the hurdle of blood? How it disappeared, I don't know. Immediately I gained that admission, the same superior general called me. Because the one that wanted me to go for that one, that said that this is what my teacher said, is no longer in charge. I told her that I got admission. They said that it's merit, that I'm not paying anything. He said, no, you will not study medicine. Go and change it to chemistry. I want you to study chemistry education. I thought maybe that's what my congregation, because our vow of obedience supersedes everything. I now went to Nnamdi Azikiwe University. I met one Mr. Abone. He's the one in charge of student affairs to do change of course from medicine to chemistry. He looked at me. He's an elderly man. He said he had been in this office for, by that time, I think 20-something years. He have never seen the only people changing are the people that are not qualified. I said, no, my superior general said that they need, that I would do very well in chemistry. And innocently, I thought that's what we need. He knew this previous mother that wanted me to study medicine. He now called her. The mother said I should come. When I came, he said, you know one thing? Don't change. If it's the will of God, they will not expel you. Because whenever they found out that you did not change, they might expel you. But if it's the will of God, nobody will expel you. But if it's not the will of God, even if they expel you, being a sister is not the main thing, but going to heaven. I feel that you will do better as a medical doctor. The man and that superior general, they donated a lot of things to make sure that, because I can't go back to ask for my fee. So I was nervous. My mother took me to her barn in Okode and said I should dig this place. There was something making noise. It was a container of this pig meal, empty pig meal. So I should bring it. When I brought it out, my mother saved 100,000 inside it. This thing was happening on the 14th of January, 2002. He said, I heard your cry. Because whenever we are saying our prayer together, I'll be saying, God, I wish I could have a room to myself. But they said that the room is 50,000 as of that 2002. She gave me the money, my sweet mom. I have already finished paying. I have that balance of 50,000. Before that, my superior general, the former superior general, and that Mr. Bonnet gave me money, which completed that my mother's money, 200,000 back. I brought it back. He said no. She said no, that I should take it. I took it because I don't want to have it, but I took it even though I did not spend it. I tried. Gradually, I was giving it back to her, but she didn't know it was that money I was giving back to her. So I went into Nnamdi Azikiwe. But I had the problem of mixing up. Because whenever as I say, I'm doing chemistry, but I'm so scared. I live my 3 years in fear because I still need to do my final vow. You know, it's after your final vow that you can say that you are now okay. So the fear keeps me hiding until during the time for my final vow. But they didn't know that I'm not studying the chemistry. But that my superior general said, no, my daughter, even if you are expelled, you didn't do anything wrong. I know that the church needs a doctor, and I need somebody like you to be a doctor. We normally say 3 months end of praying. So after that, the mother will come and certify that you do your final vow. I said, I don't want to have this fear and these lies and do my final vow. I'll tell her. It's either she expels me or she accepts me. When I told mother, I disobeyed you. I knelt down crying. I said, I disobeyed you. But it was beyond me. Mother, I'm studying medicine. I'm not studying the chemistry. I expected her to say, why? I need this chemistry. She said, good. Immediately she said, good. I continued. I did my final vow. My 5th year in the medical school, I was among the best. That Yaradua time. So they sent us to US for 6 months. That was 2007. I studied in Brooklyn, New York Methodist Hospital, Brooklyn, and New York University Hospital, free of charge, sponsored by the federal government. When I finished, I did very well. They wanted to return us. But unfortunately, by then, that mother that I had has finished, another mother is now in. When I told her that these people want to return me, she said, I didn't send you to US. I sent you to Nnamdi Azikiwe in Oka. I said, okay, I have to come. I came back because then it was our 5th year. We have not done our final MB. So I came back and switched off. I didn't want to continue again with them because I wanted initially to go into emergency medicine, which is not being done in Nigeria. So that was how I came back here. But when we came back and went to have a presidential handshake, I told President Yaradua, please, sir, this hospital you show us, that's National Hospital Abuja. I like it. It looked like the hospital you trained us in Brooklyn. Can you allow us to work there if we get the admission if you pass to do our house job there? So of course. I said, no, I heard that you must know somebody. He said, no. He asked somebody to take our one because we are 5. He said, any of these children that pass, nobody should tamper with it. But the only thing I cannot guarantee, you must pass so that you go there and distinguish yourself. So he promised us, and then blessed us. We went back. When we finished our house job, all of them went back to the state. All of them are in the state now. But I'm the only one that did not go back. But I'm happy I did not go because I'm also happy. So when I finished my house job at National Hospital Abuja, they liked my service and they returned me. I told them I want to study emergency medicine. Unfortunately, even though it's not in Nigeria, they promised me that they would train me. They sent me to United Kingdom and train me just to have a certification in emergency medicine. 25th December 2011, there was Madala bomb blast. 2011, 25th December. And because I'm working in emergency there, I have finished my call because I did a call that's supposed to end by 8 on 25th of that month. I called the person to hand over. She said she's around, I should go. When I wanted to leave, the security man told me, sister, they said they bomb. Before I could wait, I saw vehicle carrying corpses. Corpses came first. We see some leg, but just how they bomb blast victim before they then brought other people. I was the only medical doctor from that 8:15 they came till around to 3. I was the only medical. I used the cleaners, security, because there were many. So, on December, usually there is no patient. So, I'm sure all of them have sneaked to go and attend one thing or the other. That's why I didn't have it against anybody. So, around that kind to 3, some people now came. That was better. At least we were able to put line for all of them. Many of them, we put line, sent for X-ray and all those things. So, that was how we attended to them. I left the door. I slept in the hospital because I have to leave on Easter, 26th December evening. That was when I left the work. I came on 24th. And that 26th is also public holiday. So people have booked a lot of things. So I know that they don't have enough, so I was there. But finally, God helped. There was nobody that was alive that was brought to National Hospital for that 2011 Mandela bomb blast that died. All of them survived. When I was working in emergency, in 2012, there is somebody, one prominent man, he's a Muslim, that the son had accident, very fatal accident, has spinal cord injury, have brain injury and all those ones. So when I came, because we normally do 2 days off, when I came, that was the 3rd day of the boy. So I was trying to give them encouragement to, they shouldn't lose hope because the mother is an Egyptian, but the father is a Muslim from Brunei. So they were losing hope. So when I asked them to go and buy medication, they will be delaying. I didn't know that maybe they have told them that the chances are slim. So I have to cough out small money to go and buy the drug so that later I will ask them to give me back my money. Because I needed that, the fever was so much, so I have to buy Rosofin instead of the other brand that is not really good. I bought 2 bottles and helped them. I didn't know that that's thinking rich because the way the woman, the Muslims, Egyptian, the way she was squatted, so I thought that they don't have it. So after some time, the boy started responding that we have to take the boy to ICU, intensive care unit. And then, before you know it, the boy started picking up that he was strong enough to be taken to Cairo, Egypt, where the mother came from. So after that, the boy survived, was in a wheelchair for years, but finally, I don't know how it. So the man now came back, went home and told the story of how a woman that is a Christian helped and all those ones, that he wanted to reward the person. So when she came back and told the BB show, the Muslim man, that they not keep to the promises. So he called me and said that there's someone that came that he wants to sponsor me to any university of my choice in the world, that I attended to his son. I said, I can't remember. So finally I said, we can't say yes or no, that we have to talk to our superior general. So the man came. He doesn't like talking to me directly. He will talk to the wife. The wife will not talk to me. So we now call our superior general. This man have to fly down to Umuahia with his aides to go and see the superior general. So when they went and saw the superior general promised to come to Abuja National Hospital to see things himself. By then, his son was still in private room, no longer in ICU. So when he came, even his people now became my principal. Why is it that Christians are coming too close to this day? All their big people will see their plenty people following them around. So when he came, reluctantly, my superior now allowed, said they can get the university. They asked me, I said, I don't know any school. So the wife now got school for me in UK and then got in Germany. I said, since I have done some course in UK, let me go to Germany. So my school fees then was 16,000 euro. Only school fees for 1 year. Then my accommodation was 1,200 euro. So in the course of, the news now spread everywhere and there was a problem. You see, as we are sitting down here, without even doing anything, you can have staphylococcus aureus. But this one, they will carry soap, put, carry Dettol, put, carry Asda, put. When they finish, they say it's itching them. They perforated the womb. So there were pus everywhere.